After 30 days, you're going to have so much knowledge of your marketplace, so that way you guys could take it to the next level. I'm just going to stop this, guys. Hey guys, today, welcome to EXP Monday meeting with our organization, EXP Family Tree. And we're going to talk about a brand new agents or agents that are stuck right now at a particular part where they're not getting deals. They don't know what to do. How do I move forward? What do I need to concentrate on? Because when you're getting into real estate, there's a massive load of information that's coming at you, and everybody's pulling into different directions. So for example, for me right now, it's almost as though, even though I have the experience for the last 20 years, what do I need to concentrate on in North Carolina? I just got my license in South Carolina. So this made me say, hey, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of agents out there that are looking to understand this method. What do we need to really, really concentrate on? And again, I chose some examples which I think is relevant to me, and you might want to choose something else. But you have to kind of master these examples as we move forward to really, really get to know the market, really get to know your CRM, really get to know, hey, what is the next step? How do I acquire a client, right? For me right now, it's really to get my first client. And what do? I don't have a sphere of influence here. I don't have even a website. So this is brand new. So this is going to be a great example. So thank you guys for jumping on today. And if you like what I'm saying, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also hit like as well, so we could give you consistent market update and teach you how to be a better agent as we move forward. So, all right, let's get started. I left this off. This was the business plan that we have done in the beginning of the year or last year. And it really just talks about framework to success. It's clarity. What do you want to achieve? And I'm going to give you my example so that way you kind of get an idea of what is Rummy talking about. Clarity for me is going to be, hey, I need to get at least about 12 to 15 deals this year just in this state right now, right? That's clarity. How many families do I want to help, and what I'm looking for, what kind of community I'm looking for, identify those people first in paper, right? So I have done that. So there's about 15 families right now that I'm looking to help. And now the next one is decision to fully commit. Decision to fully commit. If you don't know my story, I did fail 2-3 times. I almost gave up. At one point, I'm like, this is crazy. I keep failing at an exam that I should know everything about it. But the decision to fully commit, I got a coach, not a coach, a teacher. She taught me within like 18 hours of just what I'm missing on, what I don't understand. So decision to fully commit, identify the best proven plan. So this is where I want you to kind of sit back, and especially brand new agents or seasoned agents that are looking at, hey, how do I go about achieving the goal that I need to achieve? So what I have identified, especially in this marketplace, and mostly through the last week of really digging in on where the market is, what's been selling, what's not selling, how much inventory on the marketplace, what are people concentrating on? I'm looking to identify 2 or 3 methods, right? So identify those proven plans that you want to achieve. So for me, it's going to be postcards. Number 2, believe it or not, it's going to be networking. I believe because there's the communities over here, the subdivision communities, they meet up, they do a lot of functions. And so between me and my wife, we're going to be meeting with people and just getting to know them and let them know that I'm in the real estate business. And lastly is going to be lead generations online. And my lead generation has actually not going to be, from my understanding, like Facebook's, or I'm going to try to even deviate from Google. Why? Because that's about 6 to 12 months span of getting your first lead. So what I'm looking to do is really retargeting marketing and letting everybody know in the communities that I'm focused on that I'm the agent for them. So meaning that, let's just say I took a subdivision of Fort Mill, and the area that I'm at is called Dobie Bridge, and there's about 1,000 homes here, maybe a little bit more. I'm just going to target market those people, retargeting marketing. So again, I have identified a proven plan that's going to work for me. Now it's really about execution. Execute on those proven plan into data tells me that, hey, it's failing me. And data is not going to come to you within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, even 6 months. I'm not expecting anything back within 6 months. All right. So for me, it's going to be 1 year. And that's mostly because I understand the math behind it. That will equal to success. So execute on your plan. Don't stop executing. until you are successful at marketing your goals and reality. So I leave this off. Work smart, work hard at working smart, work hard at planning, work hard at getting the right information, and work hard at working hard. So what does that mean? It's like you gotta plan everything ahead, guys. If you don't plan something in your business plan, you are entrepreneurs right now. You are independent contractors. Nobody's gonna save you. Nobody's gonna tell you what to do unless you are out there looking for it. So let's get started. As a brand new agent, all right, or seasoned agent, new agent don't have bad habits. So as a brand new agent, don't create any bad habits. Start creating good habits and learning what the good habits are. And we'll go through that whole process. We have grown so fast. Our organization actually has grown so fast very quickly with new agents. Why? Because they don't have bad habits and they're willing to listen, right? Yes, I do want some seasoned agents. Yes, I do want somebody who's a little bit experienced. But for me to go back and teach them the my way, it's actually becoming harder, right? I could teach somebody to say, hey, this is the way you're gonna do it. And if you do it this way, this is the way success is gonna be made quickly, fast, and get to your goals. What's important now is what to do, what to master. What do you need to master at this moment? We get pitched, I'm pretty sure Ish does too as well, and team leaders gets pitched every single day about brand new products, brand new this, brand new that, every single day, right? It deviates from you what you need to master on. Like for me, example, I'm switching my CRMs, I'm implementing KV Core. I just need to master that and get that up and running. I don't need to do anything else. Steps to master first, right? So first of all, as a brand new agent, what you need to do in the next first 30 days, 2 hours daily, 1 hour each day for the next 30 days, is to research your MLS cities every day for active listing, pending, sold, and last 24 hours. So what I did was basically yesterday, for the last 4 days, I just became a client for myself in the MLS, right? I put my wife name on it, and all I did the whole day from Fort Mill Homes, I'm still going through them. It's 484 homes. I want to know who's selling these properties. I need to know exactly what they look like, how fast they're going into contract, what's selling, what price range, what's coming on the market, what's the commission structure. Like these are the things that I need to get familiar with. So the first step is that you need to go through this every single day for the next 30 days. Pick a market that you want to be in. It could be the Bronx, it could be the Yonkers, it could be anywhere, or a zip code, right? So one, look into those. And when you go to the MLS, you'll see the coming soons, new listings, increased prices, and so on and so forth, okay? This is a pretty big MLS, and they don't have a lot of listings coming on the market. But what I will do is quickly just go through this and, okay, this is the neighborhood right here, and I don't know where that is, to be frank with you, but I just want to know. Concord is another neighborhood selling for what, 385? Oh, they're paying about 3% commission. You guys like that 3% commission? It's crazy what we go through over there. Anyways, 280, right? Again, I don't know these neighborhoods. I don't know these locations. Like, okay, I know this, right? Charleston, North Carolina, $1.6 million. Okay, the main floor is 3, total is 5,000 square foot. This is what the homes look like. And I'm just briefly just going through this, taking account of brand new homes for $1.6 million, what they look like. All right. This is what I will do every single day for the next 30 days, just to get familiar with what's happening. So I'll come to the coming soon, new listings, increased prices, temporary offer market, under contract, all right? And mostly I want to concentrate on sold and look at the inventory on expired, barely none. But then what I want to do is I'll go in here, I'll become my own client, right? As I'm searching for myself, I'll go on the coming soon, active, and I already looked at sold, so I didn't pick this. But then I'll pick sold as well. I'll pick my area that I'm focused on, and I'll get 400 properties. And I will literally go through this each and every single day to, one, know what's in the market and stay ahead of the market. As a brand new agent, if somebody says, hey, what's in the area in Fort Mill, I should know that information. I should know that, hey, this one under contract, this is what's under coming soon. What are you looking for? I know a new property's coming on the market. A 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom is going for 700, 800 for this XYZ, right? Now, because we have different neighborhoods, this is what I'm getting familiar with, okay? I will go in here and I'll just look at where the location is, right? This is the Fort Mill area. And like my neighborhood is probably somewhere here. No, this is on the other side, right? So again, this is what I'm getting familiar with. This area right here on Pond is, this neighborhood is going for $800,000, 4 bedrooms and 5 baths every single day. Once I go through this, if I like it, I'll add it to my cart. Like for example, let's just say this one right here, the Fort Mill, is going for $1.8 million. Right? I'll add it to my cart. I'll go on the bottom. I'll pick myself as a cart. I didn't do that right now. And I'll just put a name for it. I'll put Fort Mill Homes. Save. Now it's in my cart that I saved for later on that I could look at, so that way I could go back and know what's happening in this marketplace. Right? Hey, whatever happened to this home? How long did it stay on the market? Right? This came on the market about 96 days. Nothing has happened. Here in the Carolinas is that if you get an accepted offer, right away it goes into under contract. It doesn't stay as like what we have. I want to know, why is that happening? Is it too priced? Then I looked at land. These are all the lands available over here. I want to know that because I'm working with some investors. And I looked at commercial. But this is only in Fort Mill area, guys. I want to be the master in Fort Mill. If somebody asks me a question, what do I need to know about? What do I need to concentrate on? It's exactly on Fort Mill. Okay? So that's what I'm doing for the next 30 days. And even after 30 days, I'm still concentrating just in that demographic in Fort Mill. One, I live in here. This is my market. This is what I want to master. There's another market here called Indian Land. I'll probably do that on another market, Rock Hill. Why I don't have that right now? Because that's not my concentration. I need to deplete this first, then move on to the next segment if I want to. Okay, go through all the photos, tax records, the prices, what's selling. This should take you, eventually just take you about 30 minutes a day or less, right? Because now in the beginning it might be overwhelming, but later on it's like 15 minutes. Okay, this is what came on the market. This didn't come on the market. I know what that is. Familiarize yourself to how to use the MLS in any area you want to master, right? Thank God this is Matrix. I know a Matrix, but they still want to make me take 6 hours of courses after this. So again, I want to make sure that the biggest tool that I have, guys, in front of you is Matrix, right? How do I get the public record? How do I get the tax record? What are the school systems over here? Like, I don't know this. This is brand new to me. Fort Mill school systems. Okay, it's not loading, right? Financials. Go through each and every button in here. Make sure that you know how to add, like one of the things that I know, like people don't know this, additional fields. You know how to do additional fields. All right. So go through each and every person. Act as though you're looking for a rental. Act as though you're looking for an agent in the marketplace or an office and open houses. Okay. Any questions anybody has about this right now? All right, let's get moving. So once you have identified the location that you want to work in, okay, familiarize yourself every single day with the active solds, pending. Look at the photos of tax record. This is what you're doing every single day. All right. Because now once you get a client, guys, isn't it going to be easier for you to look for that information for that client? Yes, it will. Okay. Second thing that I want you to do, which I'm doing almost weekly now, and I was doing it before, but now it's going to be more intentional. Drive by your community that you're focused on. Then identify 2 homes that you want to preview. Okay. You look at the MLS. You know there's an open house that's there. Or if there's not an open house, look at the houses that you want to preview. Now, what I want you to do, guys, walk the property as though that you're walking the property with a client. You don't want to do this, right? Take your significant other, take your friends, so let's go look at this property and make them your client and say, here's a bedroom, or here's this, look at the features, look at this, look at that, right? But treat them as like a client that you're uh, showing the property to a client. And this would help you how to open up a Century Lock, how to book an appointment, how to walk the property with a buyer, focus on the features of the property. Remember this should take only 30 minutes per property. So every week, what you're doing is you're viewing 2 properties. So again, already what you're doing is focus on, like, you already got a client, you already know how to search the MLS, you're focused on a neighborhood that you should know about, master, every data that you could pull up, then taking the client to a preview of a house. Okay, that should be your second step right there. Third step, walk yourself through the paperwork to find all of them, all the paperwork. Now, this is for us in EXP is great because what we have is EXP allows you to go ahead and get the Google Drive, right? But I should be able to find all the ERR, ERS, what docs you need to make an offer, what docs you need for SkySlope, where is the offer purchase, how to submit an offer. So do a mock-up, right? For me, it's going to be like, I just got this on Friday. So this is where you guys could kind of come in and say, hey, how do I, get this information, right? I would go in here, or I can't find it, but usually in the help sections, I'll be able to go ahead and find all my documentations. All right. So I know that here you go. Canopy MLS forms, single family input. Download this. See what do I need if I get a seller, right? I need the street address. I need the agent information. I need special conditions. Yeah, maybe I will have a little bit more of a leverage because I'm more seasoned, but the reality of the fact is this is brand new to me. So this is what you need to do. Input form, membership form, listing maintenance forms. Now they probably don't have, they do have exclusive right to represent, right? So go through these forms as though that you're going through as a new client, that you're searching for a new client, for buyers and sellers, right? Now, so that you guys know, so let me just take you real quickly. Under your workplace, whatever MLS that you're a part of or the state that you're a part of, they will have all the documentations in Google Drive. So let's go to New York, okay? Now you're saying, Remy, where do I find this? Go to files, and here's your New York forms and files. You click in here, and I already have this downloaded. So you open this up, and guess what? All your files are there, from American Preferred Homes to E&O to your logos and so on and so forth, right? Our broker has put all this together so that way we know where to get the information. Again, same thing for me. Where my exclusive right to represent? Where's this? Where's that? So now act as if you're brand new, especially for brand new people, right? You should be doing this in the first 30 days, the first week, the second week. Get to know where all the paperwork are. Make an offer on your property. Submit an offer to your colleague and say, hey, I'm going to submit an offer to you. Let's negotiate. Right? Go through these mock-ups, a real mock-up with somebody that you know. Now put that information to SkySlope. Just say you're testing it, because SkySlope is our way to get paid. Don't wait. If you're part of a team, talk to your team leader, because they already have this accomplished. But if you're brand new and you're looking to do this yourself, then do the mock-up. Do it and put up a listing. Just don't hit active. Just put, incomplete. Leave it as an incomplete. If you have a house or you got your family house, put it as incomplete and put all the data that you need in there. Right, guys? So you don't wait for the last minute and say, how do I do this? Any questions on this? Next, identify the tracking systems you're going to use and download it or start tracking. Now I'm going to stop for 1 second, and I think I'm guilty of this too as well, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are guilty of this. You're not going to go to $1 million in GCI without tracking your crap. I'm telling this right now. I'm ashamed that I haven't done it to the extent that I'm doing it right now the last 2 years, because that little change that you need to make in your business is really what you need, right? So if you're brand new, you don't have this habit, even if you're seasoned, I encourage you guys, do something so important, get a tracking system. And what I want you to do, even if you do 0 calls, put that in your tracking system. I made 0 calls. There's Excels in my Google Drive. Talk to any of us, put your notes into Telegram. I'll provide you with the tracking system. But you need to do this on a daily basis, okay? This is how you're gonna get better. And again, it's gonna make you accountable. Remember looking at yourself in the mirror, man, I only made 30 calls this month. I gotta do something better. And I'm using calls, but it could be a reach out, it could be a postcard, it could be, like there's so many ways to what we call as a reach out. A reach out could be social media, right? A text message. So get this tracking system in now, because this is where you're gonna go ahead. If you want to do 100 or 200 or 300 deals, this is where you're gonna find the kinks in the business. This is where you're gonna say, hey, we're messing up on this. Why are we messing up on this? What's the problem behind this? Now, tracking helps us to know that I went to 20 listings, and I use Eder and my team right now. Like, we're booking appointment left and right, but guess what? Our consultations are like less than 20%. What's going on? And we have identified where majority of them is a connection from setting up appointment and an agent replying back. Like, that's one of the kinks. That helped us about 10 to 20% more, where we're getting in front of people. But I would not have known that data if that data wasn't given to me. So what I want you to do is get this habit going right now. Like, get this. You guys see my screen? Good? Oh, no? Oh, there you go. Sorry. There you go. So identify the tracking system that you're going to use, download it, start tracking it. It could be a piece of paper, just do it. Leave those stack of papers at the end of the year and put the data in, right? Every day. This is so important that many fail at this. Just do it. That's it. If it's 0, it's okay. But you're creating a habit. You're creating a habit that's going to take you to the next level. You're creating a habit for your team. You're creating a habit for the people that you're going to hire, right? Because you, as a team leader, or you, even if you're having an assistant, you need to know what have they done. This is an example of, hey, how many calls did you make? How many appointments do you have? Why don't you have these appointments? Now, going through the ISAs, I have my ISAs do this. I have one ISA I hired for 3 months. Guess what? Still in training. She only made 5 appointments. I'm like, we got to change this. And we have identified the problem. She's not scripting every single day. She's not writing her scripts. I said, you need to master this. You need to get down and master those. You're going to be fired, right? Again, when you employ somebody and your money's coming out, these are little things that you have to do. Here's where you'll become a mega agent. This is where this habit will make you a mega agent, guys. This will make you break the $1 million mark, which I'm like, for me, it's important because I'm almost there. It's like, why haven't I broken it? Because it boils down to my tracking. It boils down to where I'm spending my money. It boils down to the nitty-gritty stuff. Okay, awesome. Identify your CRM. Like, for us, it's going to be KV Core. I know there's so many out there. I had to get 2 extra ones, right? But identify your KV Core, guys. Learn the basics, how to enter in a lead, how to put a lead into a system where they get search engines, a drip campaigns. If nothing else, your CRM should have this basic concept set up. You don't need to be a master at this. What you need to know is one simple thing. Do I have a CRM? A database where I add all my leads into. Be any CRM. Some people I heard use Excel. I don't care. But you need to have one. And that has to be your main motherboard, that where you're going to be working off. Any lead that comes in, anybody that you touch, anybody that you speak to, you should get the name, the number, the email, and better yet, the address, okay? It goes a long way. So for me, I'm learning 2 different CRMs right now. I spend about an hour a day, sometimes 30 minutes, but I go in and And I'm like, what do I need to learn about this? What do I need to call about this? And I'm guaranteeing you, your CRM has a help button. And especially in the KV Core, we know this, is that they have segments that you have to learn. Guys, nobody's gonna make you do this. You're gonna have to do this yourself. Nobody's gonna stand behind you and say, why haven't you done it? There's no boss around you. There's no one picking at you. Why you haven't done this? Because this is where we're gonna make money at, right? Help yourself, hold yourself accountable to this. Because for me, I know to this day, my CRM is my motherboard. Most of the brokerages will provide it, but get a system that when you leave, you can take away. This is personal self-experience where I almost lost about, I think, 10,000 leads because I was with a company that just hold all my leads. Now with the KV Core, you could take that with you, especially if you're with EXP. But make sure that you get a CRM is yours, you can own it, and even if you leave a brokerage or whatever happens, you can take it away with you. And always, always lead with revenue. Okay, lead with revenue. And I cannot stress this, guys. I cannot stress it anymore than where I see people get other people to start saying, hey, do this for me, right? I just got a brand new couple of partners that I'm working with. I took them 3 months. I said, I don't want you to give me a penny for my marketing. I want you to let me know that I can show and prove to you that I will make sure that you get leads from me. And it's an interactive, and we are all committed together because I want service. But lead with revenue. Now I'm going to give you 2 examples that just happened to me right now. I also like texted Isha on this. A commercial company called CREXI, whatever, call me up and basically say, hey, listen, we provide you this, we provide you that. Compare it against LoopNet. And I'm like, oh, this is much, much better data, better everything. But again, you know, I'm already committed to LoopNet to the end of the year. I'm like, and this guy was giving me 3 months free. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I said, it doesn't make sense to me. Right? I said, let me get rid of LoopNet. If it allows me to do it, then great. If not, I'm not going to switch over. Right? Another company came in and said, I'm going to put you in first on Google, like literally Google, and $400, $500 is very, very, very attractive. Right? Very attractive. They're like, oh, your ROI, blah, 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 blah. And I went back. I'm like, what's more important to me right now? For me right now is setting up my CRM, not that lead generation system, right? Setting up my CRM so I could use the low-hanging fruit. And we're going to talk about that. What is a low-hanging fruit? Where you could do less on more, meaning that stop spending so much money, but actually get a better return on investment. All right, the first ROI, guys, is your sphere of influence. This is where about eventually your 30 to 40% of your business is going to come from. And I don't mean just your family, friends. I mean your past clients, people that you have worked with. Have a system in place to follow up with your SOI. Now, I am guilty of this, but now I have systems in place. I have 3 things, something called Client Giant for my major clients. And I have send postcards, I think, where Ish gave me that information, right? Send a card, or he'll send you the link in a couple of minutes. And now I have prospecting. Prospecting for, I just had it yesterday. Prospecting, personal marketing, right? I have these 3 things, but guess what? I'm taking a step further. If you don't want to spend the money, don't do it. Here's one thing that my wife has brilliantly done is every single day she goes on Facebook. And she's not in real estate right now. She goes on Facebook and she says, okay, whose birthday is it? And she personally texts those 3 people, not on Facebook, personally have their number in their database. Hey, happy birthday. Oh my God, think about blah, blah. I'm like, what a brilliant way to go about it, right? She goes, you don't have to talk to them, just say happy birthday. They'll text you back. It's one method. Social media. There's some people out there that'll do a quick video on birthdays. I'm just going through birthdays right now. Forget about anything else. Make them feel special. This is free. A card, a personal video to them, right? Past clients, current clients, your sphere of influence, your family, your friends. Hey man, happy birthday. Don't ask for anything. Just let them know that you exist. But make a list of these people. Minimum you should have, I think, in any database in your phone, you should have minimum of 50 people. Put those 100 people on that list in an Excel sheet. Name, phone number, email, address, if you have it, birthdays, and any special occasions that they might have that you know of. That's it. Have that Excel list. Don't even put it into the CRM yet. Now, give them a call and say, hey, listen, I just got into real estate and I want to know if I can send you some the homes in your area that are selling. And your CRM will be able to do it. If not your CRM, your MLS. I just got a listing, guys. A little overpriced. I just got a listing. We just got a listing with George. From, guess what? Market update in 10471. And apparently they wanted me there. I couldn't be there, but they're like, Rummy knows the market. Rummy knows the market. Rummy told us this. I'm like, I didn't tell them nothing. And what I did was I put them on a sold market update. So they were getting emails every single month saying, this is what's selling, this is what's selling. And their biggest objection was what? Hey, I can't find a house in Florida. I don't want to sell. They resolved that issue by themselves. How? Because the market is going up. They're looking at the marketplace. I got away from this, but goes back to the example when you set people up in the systems. Now they said, hey, I will sacrifice renting for a year because guess what? I'm getting $800,000, $900,000 for the house. Would that go a long way for you guys? Just that one lead? I mean, you guys think about it. How many of those leads that you really need? About 5. So maybe your family member, maybe your friend that you haven't done it for. This is the lowest hanging fruit. There's other things that you could do, constant contact, networking, dinner events. Go there, show up, right? And I'm telling you, people will start talking to you about real estate because that's what they want to know. But again, you should have the information available. All right, now let's just walk through the process one more time. You got your license, you got your MLS, just like I did, right? Go through the system every single day. Active listings, pending listings, sold every single day. Okay, got that down, Rummy. Good. 30 days straight. Make a commitment. Now I want you to identify a location that you want to work in. Okay, I'm going to use 10710 for example. I will use that as a client. Hey, my client's looking at 10710. That's me, and he wants to know everything about 10710. From the active, from the pending, from the sold, from the expires. I'll set myself as a client and get information every single day to what's coming active, what's coming soon, what has sold, what didn't sell. So I could identify knowing everything about that area. And I think that goes for guys, if you look at one particular area, once you know how to identify that and know the information, it will kind of automatically expand because you could identify another location like this. Hey, this location is, home's at 800. Oh, that home's at 900. Or this is selling for this. Why? Because you have trained your brain to do that already, okay? When you have done that, you are walking through you're gonna look at houses, 2 houses a week. You go to open house, you go preview your house as a client, right? Second, know all the paperwork that you need to know about. That is not my job, it's not your team leader's job. It is your job to know every single documentation and read it over, review it. If you don't know, reach out to somebody. I'm pretty sure there's trainings out there. All right, you have done that. Know your CRM, identify your CRM, know the basics of it. Guys, this is what you have to do for 30 days. Identify that. Forget about getting a lead right now. Even then I think so, because you need to know this first, right? Now you have identified your CRM, you know the basics, you've done that. Now you're gonna start reaching out to your SOI. You made a list, you're giving them a call, you're giving them a text message saying happy birthday to them, putting out on the social media that you're doing some kind of business, that you're in real estate, so people will know, all right? And then what you have is gonna identify a client that you wanna work with, that you want to work with. Now, we have a training program on this, so I'm not gonna take too long of this in here, but really, you need to identify your avatar. You need to sit down and say, who do I want to work with? For me, it's going to be from 22 to 40 to 45. They're living in, the family members either move up or brand new buyers, okay, or even downsize. All right, the income at least close to $100,000 or above. The price point is from 400 to 900. Okay, and they want to move into this location. That's it. I'm not going out of this location. I'm not focusing on anything else. I want to be the person that when they call and say, hey, who's a Fort Mill expert? I want them to call me. Like, this is the guy. They know this guy. This is the guy that knows all these freaking neighborhoods. Okay. Identify your client. Now, target to that client. So how do I identify that client? They're in my neighborhood. I know what the price points are. I know what kind of income, their family members. And guess what? It's about 1,000 to 2,000 homes in my neighborhood. It's one block down. That's all I'm doing, guys, first. So identify the client. Now market to the client. I'm using two tactics: retargeting, right? So if you go on Facebook, if you go on Google, you'll see the ad just for this area. And I'm going to be doing postcards only to this area, to this location. Any questions about this? All right, so I'm going to leave off a couple of things, and we can have a quick discussion about this too as well. Don't be scared to reach out, guys. This is so important. I see a lot of agents are saying, "Oh, I don't want. I have a dumb question," or I even see that in our EXP family tree in our workplace. There's no dumb questions. There's nothing that is like dumb, in my opinion, that you could ask somebody else. Since you don't know, maybe other 5 people don't know, but you need to reach out, right? There's so many people out there just sitting back and hoping somebody reach out. No. You reach out. If you don't know something, reach out. That's what I'm doing. I don't care if I make somebody mad. I'll reach out to you 10 times. Like to my CRM, I'm like, guys, I've been calling you. How do I do this? How do I do that? What do I do? Right? I'm going to reach out as many times as I want. Number one failure of a new agent, they don't reach out. They just sit back and they just hope that something's going to come. Nothing's going to come to you. They don't show up. So thank you for all of you guys showing up to this meeting. They don't ask questions, and they don't do the script calls every day. We have a script call every Tuesday that we do, right? It's 8:30 to 9. And I'm telling you, it's getting so much more better than anticipated. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. I hope this was helpful. Again, make sure that you are doing this as a brand new agent. You follow these steps. Hold somebody accountable, meaning that you have somebody hold you accountable. It could be a quick text message to that accountability partner. It could be hey, I did my 2 hours. I did this. I did that. Why? Because again, repetitiveness makes a habit. After 30 days, you're going to have so much knowledge of your marketplace, so that way you guys could take it.